Yes, sir. Ah, I just wait for a couple people to gather in. You know what I mean? Just wait for a couple people to gather in. What's going on? I see Zay in the chat. What's going on, Isaiah? Again, first and foremost, man, as we're coming on, shout out to everybody who has been a part of TV versus everybody being able to be here at SWAC Media Day. Obviously, I would not be able to be here if it wasn't for you guys. So, this media day coverage was not just for me. It's not just about me. It's really about all of PV Nation and everybody that has been willing to support, and support it from day one with just your viewership, support it from day one with, just enjoyment, people coming on, etc. It's really about you guys, right? So, shout out to all you guys, right? I don't know who wants to be mentioned or named as far as the support that they've given, whether monetarily or other support. You know what I'm saying? So, but I would just say, man, PB Nation showed up and supported me to be able to get here, man, and it was excellent. I hope that when I'm able to play back, all of the information that was captured, that it is quality one, and that it is something that gave you a lot more insight into what happens behind the scenes of Swipe Media Day. So I possibly may go live a little bit later. I do got my computer here. My flight doesn't leave out to I think 7, so I'll be here for a couple of hours. So I probably will set up at some point once everything is finished breaking down and stuff, and kind of maybe go more do more of a full live and kind of give my thoughts and information on a lot of things. But first and foremost, I just want to say that, right? So like obviously, Neil Harris, PV alum, mechanical engineer with Blueprint Improvement Group, right? Big, right? Already a sponsor of the channel, right? Sponsored specifically, me coming to Slack Media Day and gave a generous donation in order for me to be able to come and fly here. So first and foremost, want to shout out to Big Man. Shout out to Neil Harris, man. Y'all make sure y'all continue to support him. He does awesome work already anyway, right? He works with a lot of, companies in the Houston area, works with a lot of realtors that I even know of, right? You know what I'm saying? And I see do great work. So he's somebody who's reputable, period, right? He don't even need me to prove that he's reputable and what he's doing right as far as from the inspection side of things. But you know what I mean, I definitely want to shout him out for the support that he gave, right, and getting me out here to SWAC Media Day, man. So big up to him, man. If you guys are in any need of getting inspections done, or if you know or hear somebody that needs inspections done, make sure you shoot him Neil's information so that we can put money in back in his pocket as a TV alumni. Because hey, man, we support him. He's gonna support the product and TV, man. And so that's what we do, right? We just rotate it in the community. And so first and foremost for that, man, obviously some of y'all out here trying to buy inspection properties and things of that nature. If PV, we got some money at PV, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So make sure you hit up Neil, right? You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about, doing, inspection things, and then this is from ground up, right? This is from pouring concrete all the way up when you talk about new construction, etc. So make sure you hit up Neil for those things as well, man. Just support him because one, he does great work. He does excellent work. Like I say, the client that I'm working with, I'm trying to close right now, right? I've been on the phone after I got all my content because I'm trying to get some stuff closed. Because even though I'm here, I need that real money to come in because your boy got to take care of stuff. You feel me? But he helped me with that client, right? You know what I'm saying? Needed two different inspections. And he helped me out with that. So again, make sure y'all hitting him up because I know you guys have all different type of projects you're doing, etc. He does great work, right? And he supports the brand. He supports PB Nation, supports PB versus everybody. Make sure you hit up Neil Harris, right? Obviously, my boy Zay, right? He's the one who allowed me to borrow his Osmo Pocket 3 camera, right? You know what I'm saying? 107 Panthers on IG, right? You know what I'm saying? He is the brain behind that channel, right? He is really the brain behind a lot of stuff we even do on P versus everybody, right? I've talked to him about a lot of different things, right? So a lot of different content ideas and things like that. he definitely helps to feed that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're following 107 Panthers on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And show support there. He drops some great stuff on there, man. Getting the fan base riled up, right? Really showing people our true fan base. So make sure you follow him there, right? But he definitely allowed me to borrow his Osmo Pocket 3. Now, you know what I'm saying? Because he he didn't use it like he was supposed to, y'all, because he was supposed to be doing some more content. But after game one last year, he got a little depressed. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, he got a little depressed after game one last year. Because supposed to be doing some more behind the scenes stuff on fan and what it looked like being a PV season ticket fan. But after that first game, he was like, yeah, we're gonna save that for next year. Okay. So this year, we're probably gonna see some more of that come out. You know what I mean? But it allowed me to use the Osmo Pocket, man. And so a lot of the great content and even a lot of great interviews that you're going to be able to see is because he allowed me to do that. And I didn't have to stay in one spot because of it, right? That was one of the most difficult things is that you only can be in one spot here. Kind of got to grab coaches, grab players, right? But I was able to get a lot of the interviews. And I think I was going to get every coach, didn't get every player from every school, but I got a good amount of people, right? Got to talk with Charles McClellan, right? As well as the team that's behind SWAC TV with Gideon, right? So you're going to see a lot of that. And the reason I was able to do that is because I had the Osmo Pocket 3 and was able to be very mobile here at SWAC Media Day, right? So big up to Zay for allowing me to borrow that camera, right? You know what I'm saying, as well, right? I actually, man, yesterday was my birthday, and I was using it yesterday just to like practice before I came here. So he allowed me to shoot some of my birthday stuff my wife did for me, right? My baby. So I appreciate that, right? That was a little extra, you know what I'm saying? But appreciate him for that. So make sure y'all show him love. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all show love over there on 107 Panthers on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow them there. And then many other supporters, right? Members have given right and donated, right? Like I said, I don't know what members want me to share who gave and stuff like that, right? But all of your donations, right, help to make this definitely way more feasible for me to be able to come out, right? Because if I had to do it on my own, it wasn't gonna happen. That's just the reality, okay? But you know, had other people that gave as well, you know what I'm saying, monetarily, right? Other people that gave us in their support, right? You know what I'm saying? And so again, I appreciate all you guys for all that you do, and just PV Nation as a whole, right? Those who maybe didn't give monetarily, right, but you gave because you gave me your time, you watched, right? You said, man, you should go, etc. And at the end of the day, listen, big up to my dad, my pops, because he was really the one that said, you need to go to SWAC Media Day, period, right? You need to go to SWAC Media Day. You need to be there. You need to be there, right? On the scene, right? You know, your content is different from a lot of other people, what they're doing, right? You know what I'm saying? And how you connect with people. So you really need to go. And so shouts out to my dad, because really he was the one that really even pushed me to even go at all. I wasn't even gonna go. He told me while we was out there, he told me while we was out there, right, at my cousin's funeral that, you know what I mean, like, man, I think something big is coming and stuff like that, so you should go, right? Obviously, I ain't know nothing about SWAC TV deal and all that stuff that's going on. So that was even cool, right, to be here and hear all of those things, announcements. You know what I mean? But shouts out to my dad, right, for just supporting me. My mom always, man, just big up supporting me. My wife, who allows me to be here, period, right? You know what I'm saying? And my baby girl, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna wait for them right now. So man, yeah, shouts out to all of my family for all that support that they gave me and encouragement. You know what I'm saying? My wife for making sure I'm good, making sure that I was taken care of, like, you know, fights all those things. And listen, when we come back next year, it's gonna be on and popping, because now when my wife put her finger on something, it's gonna be crazy. Like the graphics and the backgrounds and the setup is gonna be bananas, because that's what she does. You feel me? So I can't wait to allow her to put her touches on it, you know what I'm saying, as well. But so yeah, I just want to shout out first and foremost all of you guys who, you know what I'm saying, who show support, um, and just did whatever you did, right, to support this channel. You know what I'm saying? In many ways. Listen, like Scripps say, yes, listen, that's what wives do. Listen, my wife will take this thing to the next level when we playing. I will go get a little pull-up banner. My wife would literally go online, order, and get like a full banner that's going in the background where I look like BCSN Sports. I ain't gonna lie. Like, listen, that's what my wife would do and be like, babe, how we gonna take all this in the first place, right? It's like, what you talking about? How we gonna even get this here? But that's like stuff she would do, right? You know what I'm saying? She'll probably figure out a way to finagle a helmet from AD Golf. I ain't gonna lie. She'll be doing some stuff like that, okay? That's what my wife would do, okay? It'll be on and popping. I'll be looking like the official PV athletic stuff here, okay? That's literally what it would look like. But yeah, man. So first of all, shouts out to to everybody with that. Hey, listen, shouts out to Script, shouts out to Perry, shouts out to Jeff McKissick, right? Another one of my sponsors, right? Those are a couple guys along with Zay that I hit up and say, hey man, give me some ideas, some thought process of what I can do to make it different. You know what I'm saying? Too as well. And so I appreciate them for giving me their time, right? Give me let me hear their thoughts, right, too as well. Because none of us are islands by ourselves. So I appreciate them as well for all that they share, and their wisdom that they give in those arenas too as well. Too, man. So everybody, man, I just want to say I appreciate all of you guys because, like I say, I do this for you guys. I do this for PV and the everybody's, right? Everybody's too. You know what I'm saying? I do it for the everybody's too, mainly PV, but I do it for the everybody's too, right? So with that said, man, listen, it was great. I ain't gonna lie. It was a great media day, period, point blank, right? It was awesome being here to see. When I talked to the lady coming in and said over 142 outlets, right, was covering. And this is all, and I can't even imagine how bananas it was with Dion and stuff here, right? Got to talk with Zach McKenna. He was saying like literally it was crazy then. He said they didn't have the two rooms in Radio Row at that time. So you had to literally just go really fight to get interviews with people, right? So he's like, it's a lot better setup now. Did talk with Andrew Roberts, right? He definitely said that they're looking to move to 2 days, right? So that was really cool to hear him talk about that. That was offline. I didn't have a chance to get that conversation on camera because I was to the point now where my camera's starting to like, okay, go out. But I got like probably 2-3 hours straight of some good content, right? So I'm gonna really give y'all guys a real behind the scenes look at what goes on SWAC Media Day, what's going on, period, right? So you guys are gonna get to see some really good, I think, interesting content here, man, on the channel. So definitely, be ready to check that out and share that. But Andrew Roberts definitely talked about that. Got to talk with Commissioner McClellan too, right? And the stuff they're doing with the SWAC TV network. And listen, it's dope. Like period, point blank, is dope, and it kind of makes sense now what they were doing behind the scenes and all the different stuff that's going on because now it led to this, and so it's like it makes a lot more sense now that I see it in full fruition, right, when it comes out, and it's a great opportunity, man, for the SWAC to make money, for them to make a lot of money, for the institutions that's direct to advertisers and even for them to make auxiliaries and connected bodies, right? To grow and be a part of. Like I can imagine if they connected with band channels and stuff like that because band content go crazy. So it's just a lot that they can do, and I can't wait to really have more conversations about it and kind of see how they continue to build and grow it, man. But let me see what's going on. So we got 17 answers to the poll. We got 29 people that don't believe what Coach Jackson's talking about. You guys are tripping, all right? You guys tripping. I got to meet Ken too as well, and my boy Daytime too as well from KC 1400 Club. Asked them if they were going to be able to make it to the SWAC Championship game on December 6th. I was like, hey man, if y'all coming through the SWAC Championship game on December 6th, hit me up. They said that they said we made it. It'll be great for our program. I was like, I don't know about all that, but listen, you just hit me up and you coming to the game. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. So I did talk to him. You know what I mean? Got a chance to talk to Doc Holliday from the Hill Podcast, No Chill Podcast was here. Yeah, man, there's a lot of good. Some of the other podcasts too, and people that I saw here that I didn't know about even before too. We got a chance to rap and talk to as well. So you're gonna see some of that on the interview as well. On the playback as well. Hottest section of Panther Stadium, 107. Yes, sir. Yeah, wow, man. Wow from today, for real. Because listen, they released a lot of good information that I think was dope for us as well, man. So yeah, man, y'all got any questions specific about anything? I was wondering, like, man, who caters SWAC me today? It's just the hotel. It's just the hotel. Ain't nothing special. It's just the hotel. That's it. It's just the Sheraton. Okay, so there wasn't nothing special there. That was a question. That was something interesting. And I thought like maybe they got some raps dazzles going on, but nah, I wasn't no raps dazzles. It's just the Sheraton. Okay, just the Sheraton. All right, you know what I'm saying? I gotta say, 91.7 with Alcorn too. They had an amazing setup. Like 3 camera system going. They on point. Like they got their stuff on point. I'm not gonna lie. Like great setup. But yeah, if you come here too, man, you need to have 2 people really because you're gonna have to get if you're not mobile like I was today, you better have 2 people because you gotta have somebody to go get the coaches or go get the players to come bring them to interviews. If not, you're gonna be in trouble. You're just gonna be here by yourself. All by yourself. Live streaming all by yourself. It ain't no fun. What's the point of that, right? Ain't no fun, right? I did talk to Coach Jackson and ask him, right, if that was a trophy that we was gonna be kissing. He told me, yeah, that trophy, which was a SWAC championship trophy, and then he also pointed to the trophy on the stage on ESPN and said that trophy too as well. So I'm pretty confident that again, you don't have to donate though. If you gonna kiss the trophy, you gotta donate. Now, I ain't gonna be kissing the trophy. I don't really do that, right? Like I've been to some places too where they be like drinking the same cup stuff like that. We're not doing it. Not me, not in my household. We don't do that. That's not how we operate. But from afar, I will applaud y'all that kiss the trophy. I will make my little donation, but I don't need to kiss the trophy, right? Just take the donation. Um, so I see Dunny Page said, "What do you think about the news about the SWAC TV app?" Yeah, so I just talked a little bit about that. I think it's a game changer, man, because one, it's really what we've been talking about. I think we've all talked about it for so many years. I remember having a conversation with my cousin, literally probably 5, 6 years ago, and saying, if HBCUs could have a place that housed everything, it would make so much sense because I would actually pay, like, they're giving it for free, first of all. But the reality is everybody that's watching right now would be willing to pay some kind of money to get what the SWAC just created. Let's just be real. We would pay to get what the SWAC is just created for us. We would. Whether that's $9 a month, 15, whatever, we would pay. Like we only have ESPN Plus to primarily watch HBCU sports. That's the reality of the situation, right? So what they just created is a game changer because you get to control your own narrative, you get to control your own content, right? And we're talking about not just live sports, right? But you're talking about you're talking about postseason coverage, you're talking about post game coverage and pre-game coverage, right? You're talking about fifth quarter, halftime shows, full, right? Being able to control that, right? You're talking about unique content, maybe even going and getting different stuff from schools and campuses. You're talking about being able to play classic games, right? On this network, right? Where people get to go back and watch old films of things that happened in the past. Talking about the fact that it's on demand too as well, right? And it's with Gideo, who when I talked to the guy from Gideo, he said, listen, we were the first 24/7 streaming network on Roku when it originally came out, before even nobody even knew what Roku was, right? So they've been doing this a long time. They're partnering, that's the company they're partnering with to oversee and run all of that, right? So they made sure they did quality work, working with quality people who are doing this thing. And so I literally love it, right? You know what I'm saying? And again, right, it's when you talk about even like all of these different networks and even streaming platforms, podcasts, et cetera, like that, right? It makes so much sense if you can go get guys that's covering these different schools and say, hey man, we're gonna come and bring you all on one place on one platform because now all of our people are gonna come there. Like it just makes so much sense. I ain't gonna lie, it makes perfect sense of what they're doing. And now, like I said, it makes sense of what they've done in the past to lead up to this time now. Even working with Will Entertainment, that's the one group that I wanted to talk to, but they were so entrenched with the interviews to talk with them though, right? But like I said, I was able to talk with a guy from Gideo, and he gave me some good information. Um, yeah, so it was good. I see. Yeah. Oh, Miss Timon is right there. Actually, she's right over here. I see her right here. She's right here. She like she's tired because she's doing a lot of interviews right now. She thinks she's just resting. But yeah, she was live getting a lot of interviews with the coaches, right? And that's why I say you need two people because I saw her running back and forth trying to catch the coaches and bring them back, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have multiple people. But it's cool. Just kind of we didn't even have a long conversation or anything. So just kind of in passing, really, because she was like really getting a lot of interviews with the coaches and stuff. Section 107, 106, 108 are 90% sold out for season tickets. Go to hit those sections selling out. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, we definitely need, I think we need to push like the mid sections too as well, right? You know what I'm saying? We need to get those mid sections as well. So so that's a whole another thing, right? Is getting those like general admission season tickets sold. um, and encourage people to get that because some people ain't got the 250 to 350, but they got 150, right? You know what I'm saying to come. So I think we also need to push that as well. And I think with Tamar, that's gonna be good. I think it's a chance to talk with AD Golf here, right? I've talked to him offline, but I didn't get him on camera. I talked to him like kind of we was at lunch and stuff like that. So I didn't really get a chance to rap with him about that. But I might definitely have him on the platform and try to get Coach Jack on the platform too before season starts. Also, I think they're also going to be opening up a chance for us to talk with the players now. I'll talk with Coach Colbert about that. So we're definitely going to have some interviews with some players soon coming on the platform as well. So any of the guys that you guys are interested in us talking with and having conversations with, definitely let me know because we're definitely going to have a chance to rap and talk with a lot of them too as well before the season starts. Yes, I did get a chance to interview the commissioner, Dr. McClellan, you know what I'm saying, ask him how that PV education has been beneficial to him making these moves. He's like, listen, everything start there, okay? It starts there. But yeah, he talked a little bit about the benefit of just the SWAC TV network too as well. So had him for just a real short time because obviously he's like place to place. But I appreciate the swag and the guys, right, who I know Andrew looked out for me to get an interview, and also my forgot the other guy's name, so I think Watson. I think his last name was Watson, right? Made sure that he got me in there real quick too. So I definitely appreciated that. The thing I love too is they made everybody feel like I feel like they made everybody feel like they were important. It's like they didn't make anybody feel like, hey, you're less than as far as like anybody that's covering, the SWAC and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool too that they kind of got they gave everybody kind of that feel. You know what I'm saying? So I really liked that as well, man. It was just really dope. Yeah, I got to meet Zach, right? Now I got it on camera. He said he off that other purple and gold train. So I got that on tape. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But it's good meeting Zach as well, in person too. Definitely got to get him on the channel too soon before the season starts. As well. Got to meet Coach Fred too. Coach Fred is a cool guy. He's definitely a cool guy. I don't think I got him on camera either because I think that was during the time I had to kind of recharge. But listen, I got like almost 3 hours straight for sure. So so I definitely can say that. What gift did they give this year? Um, I don't know what gift. I don't know if you're talking about Boone. What gift they give this year? I ain't get a gift, so I don't know if they gave. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't get a gift. The only gift I got is this. I got this right. You know what I'm saying? That was my only gift. So I don't get no other gift. Oh, hey, listen, that'd be nice if they gave me a gift. Um, let's see. What's one thing about me today that most people don't know that occurs? Um, interesting. I think just how frantic it is, right? Like it's very, very. It's a lot of stuff going on. And you kind of don't know that unless you hear it, right? Because seeing it on screen, it looks a lot different. But being here, it's like it is a lot of scrambling. Like I said, it's a lot of like the SIDs definitely they put their work in today because we're dealing with interviews and making sure coaches get certain places and are on time to other places. That's something that you see. Um, the amount of people that's here and the foot traffic it definitely is a lot. Uh, so yeah, it's just really fast paced, and that's why I think it'll be nice for them to go to 2 days because you really can't get everybody. It's just hard to get everybody, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Um, oh, you saying the players got PS5s? Okay. Yeah, I did see Trevon Jones on his Instagram share. I thought he just brought it or something, but okay, I didn't know that was a gift for them. So. Oh, you already know. Coach Jackson was like, I remember I went to Miss Thurston and she was like, man, he got like 5 people who just asked. Right. So I was just like, and it was good. I heard a lot of people say that, man, he was real. And that's one thing that they liked was that he was real. He didn't give kind of the cookie cutter answers that most people give. So obviously, he's a walking soundbite basically, right? So people definitely like his interview. Um, I mean, I would say too, like I think another thing here when you hear is you appreciate the talent and the quality of players in the SWAC too. That's one thing I think that also I shared on a No Chill podcast because man, being here, seeing like an Gamble, right? Seeing like, what I'm saying, even KJ Cooper, getting a chance to meet him, just all the different guys that are coming out from the different programs, man. You see like the height, you see the build on guys, and you're just like, man, like the SWAC has a lot of quality athletes, what I'm saying, in this conference. And so sometimes you don't appreciate that, right? That we got a lot of quality athletes. And also, listen, seeing the jerseys up close and up front, man, listen, a lot of the jerseys on point. Like seeing it on up front like this, like on the mannequins and stuff. I can't lie. Like the jerseys was clean. You know what I'm saying? Jerseys is really clean. I actually like. I mean, I like a lot of the combos of the jerseys when I get to see them like here in person up front like this. Like okay, like we got some swag in the swag. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty cool too to see as well. I didn't get to interview Tiffany and Jay Walker. You know, they was on the I think they was running behind too, right, on the ESPN thing and on some of the other platforms. So I didn't get to interview both of them. I did get to interview John Grant though with Celebration Bowl, so that was really cool. Getting a chance to talk with him. So I got a chance to talk to him. That was pretty cool. Who else did I think that was probably the most outside of the commissioner. Probably John Grant was the most kind of interview that I really liked that I got a chance to get. I did talk to Coach Cozy. Didn't get E-Rob. I wanted E-Rob. Didn't get a chance to coach him. I talked to Sid Thomas. Got to talk with Coach Dishman. Um, hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I really like KJ Cooper just as a person. Man, got a chance to talk to him, even pray with him. You know what I'm saying? Guy who's big in his faith too as well. So that was pretty dope, man. So definitely wishing him much success on life, except don't lay that classic obviously. I told him, listen, because they was talking about they go eat tacos. Listen, I'll pay for y'all go eat some tacos on August 30th. I'll pay for the tacos. Okay. Y'all go find the best taco space y'all won't get to. Okay. Um, but guys just talked to them. I met my guy Jamel Matthews from Unmatched Sports with TSU too as well. So he was here, so that was really cool. Seeing him too as well and getting a chance to like see him in person. So that was pretty dope. Obviously Doc is tall. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know Doc was tall like that. So Doc's pretty tall. So I got a chance to see him here. Ant and Pooh. Ant, I know Ant from Monroe. Oh, another thing, right? Listen, Monroe is like 20% of swag. Like I met so many people today from Monroe, Louisiana, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I met so many people from Monroe, Louisiana from different schools. So that was pretty cool. Also got a chance to talk with Ron McGinty, who was just bothering me all day. It was crazy. It was bothering me all day. Okay. But got to see him here um, as well. I actually talked with Charles Porter, did a little interview with him, did a little interview with Tanya Thurston, did a little interview with Mylene, who was a assistant SID too as well. Um, yeah, of course, I talked with the players too as well, right? Siobhan Jones, Jamal Marshall. I also talked with them about uniforms and stuff like that, right? So both of them was, I mean, well, I didn't talk to Javon about the uniform, but I talked with Jamal. He was like, man, he really wished we was with a different brand. He was like, man, he really wished we wasn't with Adidas. Maybe we was with Nike or Under Armour, which I'm with him because I'm like um, at the end of the day, like I just feel like the uniforms don't kind of mesh well. But I need to definitely when I get coach or somebody on that's with the staff or AD on next time, I'm gonna ask them about the uniform specifically, like what kind of combos we're gonna see. Because it's interesting that they had the kind of like gold, purple, gold combo today. Because I haven't seen that in a long time. And I didn't think that they use the gold pants anymore, right? But so it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of combos we got if we get a new uniform before the year starts. I feel like they got a white one last year. It'd be good to get like a new purple one, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, John Grant interview was nice. I really like John Grant interview. I prepared for that interview. I had some questions ready. Were there any surprises with me today, or was it set up as you expected? Uh, yeah, I guess it wasn't set up as I expected because I guess when I came in and saw all the rows with all the media members and stuff there, and they had radio rows on both sides of that big hall. So yeah, it wasn't necessarily set up how I was expected. I don't even know if I had an expectation. Um, but I don't think it was as I expected because I really didn't know what to expect. I actually was kind of shocked that it was as many and as big as it is, which even from with Dion time is even smaller, right? But for me, it was pretty big to see all of them. Yeah, improvements definitely going to 2 days. If not going to 2 days, like going to allowing them more time. Hey, have a safe travel. Yeah. The I think going to 2 days will help. I know you talked about um it being a lot as far as the money aspect of it though. But I think they'll give a chance for all of the platforms to interview all the coaches and stuff like that. Either way, it still has been good and beneficial, right? But I think that's what going to multiple days would do. What other improvements? Food. It could be improvement. It is hotel food, but they ain't gonna do that with that, right? It'll be cool if they let somebody cater. You know, so, yes, sir, yes, sir. Um, but that's just me, right? Because I like good food. I ain't gonna lie. Other than that, I think would be cool. I think another thing that would be cool, right, is instead of it being like, I think it'd be cool, just like how they go to ESPN and go to the virtual, they do this stuff. I think also it'd be cool for them to also have a specific time where all of, say, the media, especially maybe like the media that's in the hall or like the Radio Road media, meet and they can kind of ask the coaches questions, like as a group. And maybe obviously everybody can't ask questions. I think that'd be better because I think what will happen is questions will build on each other, and then because I'm probably going to ask a question and maybe this Zach is going to ask, but if Zach asks that specific question, well, I'm not going to ask that, right? Because I already got the answer to that question I was going to ask, and now I can ask maybe a more detailed question than I was going to ask if I never got a chance to get the wider one type of thing, right? I think that would be a great improvement, right? But again, you need time for that. But I think what that would do will make it a lot more. We'll get a lot more details from a football standpoint if we do it that way, because now you'll get past the fluff, and then you'll get a chance to get your big ones. Because sometimes you want to get kind of those general as well as the bigger things, right? So yeah, they had a lot of alpha information. I don't have any. He's pushing his wild ideas. Yeah, he didn't believe that. He don't believe that the nation is gonna stand up and come to the games, right? That's what he told me. So we'll see if we stand up. You know what I mean? We gotta stand up. Um, I don't see it getting other rumors, other than that they're going to be looking to like are going to be looking for content and stuff from different platforms and stuff like that. Yeah, the SWAC had a lot of outlets for information this time, right? And so I think they're going to continue to go there. But with that said, my wife has called me, so let me take her call. And if I get a chance to go live a little bit later before I leave out, I will do that. All right. But I'll hit y'all back.